This is video number 1, in which we'll be working with the input data formats. So I'm working here with my cruise data in the Deer Pond spreadsheet. My data is represented by these 9 columns, and they are named exactly as such because TallTimber is going to be looking for these columns when it imports your data. To refer to these columns and the information that can be put in each of them, find that on page 6, where a table outlines each and gives some descriptions as to what can be input. Each row in my dataset refers to a single tree and the data associated with that tree. On the left, we have type, which is a stand or strata, some other property aggregate, and the acreage is associated with that type. That's why we have this common within all of these trees, because there are plots that I have taken within a type. The plots must be numeric value. They do not have to be sequential as they are here, but they must be unique within a type. The species number column is named as such because the default value for TallTimber species codes are numeric. In this case, I have used alpha codes, which in a later video I will show how we can map my preferred user codes to the species that are considered within TallTimber. The DBH column, diameter at breast height, is an integer value when it is used within TallTimber. However, if you want to put decimal values here, this will be used in the FVS portion of the reporting process. So if you are going to use growth estimates for your forest or stand, decimal values here will be carried over into that. The product column, here I have used the multi-product codes option. There is another option which is the saw pulp height, which I'll get into in a moment. This multi-product reporting is on page 8 described in this table, where there are 7 codes, each referring to a specific product, and these are measured in volumes, the board feet for sawlog products, and cubic feet as well, and then cords and tons for the pulp potential logging cull. Boltwood is measured both in sawlog and pulp cords and tons. If you are interested in using the saw pulp height mode, this is especially useful for transferring your data from a previous cruise into TallTimber. This is the 9 series data, and that's described here on page 8. In this case, you will separate the sawlog height and the overall merchantable height of the tree with the digit 9. So it's 925 for the sawlog height of the tree being 25 feet, and 957 for the overall merchantable height of the tree being 57 feet. The overall tree being reported in the product column as 925957. For trying this on your own, the examples are here on page 8. Acceptable and unacceptable growing stock has several input options, being A, U, C, and L. You can also leave this blank and TallTimber will assign a value A or U, acceptable or unacceptable, based on whether the tree has sawlog volume reported within the product code. The C and the L can mean whatever you would like them to be, whether that's cut and leave or cull and legacy. It's up to you. The top value column is going to be the diameter at the top merchantable height of the tree. The tree in the last section will taper to this, so if you have an exceptionally short tree for some reason, whether it is damage or branchiness that makes it not merchantable above a certain point, you should call this top diameter. And finally, the reps column. This value of 1 is going to be the default for every tree, where you have 1 of each tree. However, in a situation such as coppice with aspen sprouts or red maple clumps, you may find that you have multiples of a tree that are nearly identical as far as diameter and product values. And in this case, you may save time entering records by changing the repetitions to a number greater than 1. So, those are the input data formats. In the next video, we'll be working on making sure that we have our data in the named range data. Please stay tuned to the TallTimber tutorial series. Thanks for watching.